Okay, guys, there's something I want to show you in the sky. This looks like the star. Okay, let me zoom in. Running away. There it is. Okay, that's definitely not a star. It's moving around. What is that? What is that? Let's show the city is dark. It's 2 o'clock, 2 a.m. and it's minus 9 degrees Celsius. What is that? I wish I had a binocular. Okay, I'm not moving my hand at all. You can see my hand. Oh, it's gone. Oh, there it's. It's moving. It's moving up. And it's moving in different directions. What is that? Hello, everybody. So, how are you doing? How are you taking the new UFO frenzy that is filling up the world right now? Okay, I am smiling. Don't think I'm mad, but I am actually a massive UFO avid person. So those who have been watching my channel, you will know that I have a varied interest. I'm generally talking about all things that a woman would talk about. At the same time, I have this huge journalistic streak in me. I cannot miss a news. So I'm trying to pocket all my news videos in one playlist called Frontline and Chai, and the other immigrant videos, and the Canada life in Canada videos, which a lot of people are looking forward to. I'm clubbing them under musings of from afar, so you can take a look at the playlist, just to continue with the videos that I'm making. I am so happy to be with you right now because UFOs are there for real. There has been there's been 4 UFOs that have been shot down over the past couple of weeks. The first one we know was a Chinese balloon. Okay, so that was confirmed, not an UFO. The second and third and yesterday fourth one, they were all unidentified flying objects. So there was actually an UFO over Canada. Not fiction, not an imaginative mind's play, real UFO. Okay, guys, are we prepared to make the contact? Ready? Let's go. So, USA just shot down a car-sized UFO in Alaska. So, the White House representative spokesperson John Kirby said in his speech that we don't know who owns this object. Even now, till date, today is 13th February, we still don't know who was the owner of this object, right?
You know, the first one was Chinese. They admitted it. They claimed it was a weather balloon. We know it's not. These three, we don't have attribution for right now. We don't know. We don't know who owns them. So I'm not going to take anybody's word at face value here until we can get a chance to take a look at them. Are we in touch with the Chinese? We have an embassy in Beijing. We maintain routine diplomatic conversations, and we have had over that spy balloon incident. We did have private discussions with senior Chinese leaders.
A US F-22 fighter jet shot down an unidentified cylindrical shaped object, as quoted by Canadian Defense Minister Anita Anand. You know, she's Indian born. Anita Anand is the Defense Minister of Canada. So, and separately, the US also said the scrambled fighter jets over the Yukon territories, which is a border between Alaska and Canada, to investigate a radar anomaly actually, that triggered a brief closure of airspace. Okay, so the Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau obviously announced that the Canadian forces would recover and analyze the wreckage. Sorry. So, and the shutdown on UFO was seen lying near the snow-covered highway near Yukon territories. You can see the picture. I hope this is a real picture and not something out of the like something fake. Okay, after US and Canada, China also came up with something saying that they have something hanging over their airspace as well. Now, since the entire world is now pointing at China, saying that maybe these identified flying objects were from China, watching over the US and Canadian airspace. Now, China suddenly says that they also have an object flying over their airspace just to be in the gang. So, they said that it was spotted flying over the port city of Qingdao. So the US and Canada brought down these 3 high altitude airborne objects this month, including one in Washington, was sent deliberately by China for surveillance. When China actually said, no, the balloon must have floated into the airspace. Like for thousands of kilometers, a surveillance balloon is floating out of your range into another continent over the Pacific Ocean, and you don't know. That's China's explanation apparently. Since then, there's been hundreds of fake videos of possible UFOs and fake UFOs flooding the internet. The netizens have gone crazy over the possibility of aliens actually coming, So you finally have NASA getting involved. Now this has become so huge that NASA is actually not in a denial format anymore. They are not denying anymore. They have got involved. Okay. Reports that I have found, authentic reports have said that NASA report, which is due sometimes in spring 2023, and led by a team of 16. This is led by a team of 16, which includes astrophysics, journalists, astronauts, oceanographers, and others who are focusing on just not on the military cases. There have been a couple of military cases in 2020. You must remember that. You might remember that. But also actively looking at files that have been closed and examining space anomalies like this through a scientific lens. Now, going off science a bit, okay, looking at a much bigger picture, because I am very scientific minded at one point, but I like to soup off the scientific arena, which is very restricted. I feel it's very restricted with logic and math and calculations, so they do not have that expansive view. So I always feel science is very restrictive, but philosophy and theology is not. So once I soup myself above science and look at things with bird's eye point of view, what do I see? Do you think we are getting prepared for something to come? Check this out. 1996, President Bill Clinton heralds life on a meteorite from Mars. 2016, phosphine spotted on Venus. I've written about it in my book, WTF, I Found God. And I have the link below. 2017, Oumuamua passing by. 2020, COVID. 2021, vaccines at breakneck speed. 2022, war on Ukraine. Now, 2023, UFOs in plain sight. I saw the green comet myself. I have the video link below. You can check it out. I was just venturing out at 2 a.m. I generally go out in the balcony and check out the moon. I love to see the moon. So I was just seeing the moon and I saw the green comet and I recorded it immediately. So there's this green comet and UFO in plain sight, of which at least one of them is very much unidentified. 3 of them actually. So going into details, in 1996, President Bill Clinton heralded the discovery of a meteorite from Mars, ALH84001, ALH84001, that appeared to contain signs of life. If this discovery is confirmed, he had said, it will surely be one of the most stunning insights into our universe that science has never uncovered. He had said in a speech in White House. In 1984, researchers found a green rock in Antarctica. Actually, this happened why? Because in 1984, the researchers, while they were traveling in Antarctica and making their own voyages and making their own research work, they spotted a green rock, which was an anomaly in the snows of Antarctica. So they realized later on, they found out that this rock was not from the Earth at all. They named it ALH 84001 and found that it was in fact from Mars, formed from volcanic lava over 4 billion years ago. That made it incredibly ancient, right? Almost as old as the solar system itself. More than 3 times as old as the Earth, and significantly predating any rock known on the Earth. So it is next to the oldest, it's the oldest Mars meteorite that is found. Now, studies of this molecular signature in the rock showed that it was ejected into space by an impact 16 million years ago and drifted through the solar system until 13,000 years ago, when it was captured in the Earth's gravity and landed in Antarctica. This is real. Okay. Now, geochemists studied the unusual orange grains inside the meteorite made of carbonate. On Earth, rocks containing carbonate commonly formed in water. For example, when shells and skeletons from marine creatures accumulate and fossilize. These research suggested that these Martian carbonates were deposited in the rock after carbon dioxide dissolved in liquid water flowed into tiny cracks. Today, Mars has an average temperature of minus 60 degrees Celsius. So this meteorite pointed to a far more hospitable planet past. And that wasn't all. The pair also saw microscopic shapes near the carbonate grains, worms and sausages that looked like earth bacteria, except they was much smaller. It was the start of a crazy idea. Could water flowing into rocks have carried not just carbonate but tiny Martian microbes? So this was what happened in 1996, 1984, and then the President Bill Clinton, he said that in 1996, he said that if the discovery is confirmed, it will be one of the most stunning insights into our universe that science has ever uncovered. Okay, but later on it was debunked, and obviously everything is now under the water, is kept in a closed file, okay, out of the range of of public domain. It's no longer there on public domain. But this was what had happened. About Venus having life, I have written extensively about it in my book, WTF, I Found God. 2010, Japan's Akatsuki spacecraft, which is a probe on Venus, it launched in 2010. Okay, and in 2016, they recorded an image of Venus, surprising scientists that with a chemical signature spotted in its thick clouds. Powerful telescopes detected chemical phosphine, which can be only produced by something alive. So they discovered this chemical phosphine, right? And you know what is a phosphine? Phosphine is used to kill humans in that episode of Breaking Bad by Walter White. He killed 2 people in this. At the beginning of the season 1, you will find he killed 2 people with the phosphine gas. So that actually was used. That is used as a chemical toxic gas on Earth. So that is another one. Then talking about Oumuamua, that happened in 2017. That also I've written in my book extensively. You'll know about it. So this is a more outlandish ideas, like Oumuamua may have been, as NASA says, So we know from various sources that someone has been watching over us, especially over the nuke facilities since the 1940s. You can see, check out the news clip. And are they from another universe, much advanced than us, watching over us like our guardians? And now that there has been a huge possibility of nuking Ukraine, and there's a lot of global war going on after COVID, do you think these people, these aliens, have started closing in on us so that, they become visible and we can see them actually and we can react? Again, going into the larger canvas, like going into a bird's eye view, swooping off from the real problems, I can see that COVID taught us invaluable lessons as to humans, that we have been taking life too much for granted, breathing the air, taking our lungs, our organs too much for granted. We also take our freedom to step out of the house too much for granted. We took the flora and fauna that we are living all around us, the life that is around us, not just human beings, all the life, we take them too lightly. We have been suffering from superiority complex far, far too long. This was necessary. COVID was necessary to hack down our egos to this size. Now, with all the signals from the universe, is God preparing us for something big in the coming years? Like a contact? I've written about all of this in my book, obviously, which you'll find on Amazon, WTF I Found God. I've given the link below for those who are interested in viewing life through a bird's eye and not just riding the waves, in this case the netizen wave, of course. So you would want to know exactly what's happening, right? You would want to be wise enough to know exactly what's happening and not just ride the wave as it's going. So it seems the world, NASA and scientists are not really ready for the contact. Believe me, if aliens contact humanity, who decides what we do next? Who decides that? Scientists setting up post-detection hub in Scotland are concerned humans will react like headless chickens. Like it happened during COVID, people were totally reacting like headless chickens and thousands of people were dying, millions were dying. The same thing might happen if aliens actually land on Earth. Now, coming to the reality of things, I don't think the communication between is going to be anything like the Independence Day attack or any kind of laser shooting and all those things that we've seen so far in movies. I don't think it's going to be anything like that, because the communication from one like if I send one message and it reaches them, we have scoured the solar system. There is nothing there. One message would take a few light years to reach them, and the reply would take another few light years to reach us. So which means it's going to be the back and forth communication is going to take for 6 generations. But this might happen. Anyway, like Stephen Hawking warned in 2016, that humanity's first contact with advanced alien civilization could mirror what happened when the Native Americans encountered Christopher Columbus. Right, when Christopher Columbus came and captured America, it did not go well, right, with the natives. Similarly, any kind of invasion will not go well with the natives. So it's not good for us, really not good for us. Like Michio Kaku always says, let's lie low. Now that we are closing in on the possibility of another Earth, another civilization existing, let's lie low. Okay, so their intention may not be human friendly. And other than a microscopic disclaimer in some insurance policy in the USA, which makes insurance null and void in case of an alien attack, we do not know if anyone really is prepared to meet the aliens if they come tomorrow. So is SETI prepared? Maybe they are. Maybe they are already, we don't know. So meanwhile, we are busy fighting war among ourselves, and we are busy accusing one another of following some religious, he is following some other religion, I'm following some other religion. Where is religion? Where is God? Where is all of this? Look at the possibility where human beings are going. I mean, human beings, that itself is an anomaly. We are so lucky, so precious to be in this one little blue spot. In that way, I think there's a huge power which is blessed us with this. I think there should be an alien attack for you guys to actually shake up and unite together and fight back. Anyway, I'm going off track again as usual. So please subscribe to my channel. You can go on the playlist, and I'm planning to create another channel which I'll give the link below, and please subscribe to that channel and continue liking and sharing my videos. Please comment. I would love to hear from you. I really love to hear from you. Signing off from Canada. Till next time. Bye bye.